use guys and get out. And I had it all worked out.
You probably should have used that. It would have been better.
Maybe we'll just do a show with Andy today. I'll sit in the back and just Andy will be here.
Jeez, I look angry there.
Welcome back to AFL from LA Tips, Who Loses and Why for the first week of finals. I'm your host, Cindye, and I'm here with Andy from... Actually, I'm not here with Andy. Andy is overseas, and despite numerous attempts to connect to the internet, he wasn't able to be here. So instead, I thought we'd have a little fun, and you'll be here with me and Andy. How you doing today, Andy? Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Andy, I'm doing... Oh my God, you guys, you won't believe it. It's Andy. You made it.
You don't want to know. Yeah, I've just made it.
I was just telling everyone that you weren't going to be able to make it today. So I found out a solution, and I was just going to fill in and just, use guys and get out. And I had it all worked out.
You probably should have used that. It would have been better.
I don't have the tally. I'm so sorry, but I won by 5.
I lost. Don't worry about it. I don't care.
Yeah, he lost. I won by 5.
1 or 500 is irrelevant. I lost.
The first game of the round is coming up this Thursday night, September 4th at Adelaide Oval, 7:40 p.m. I'm guessing that's Melbourne time. ACST, is Melbourne time?
Of course it is. Yeah, we've been through this. It's Melbourne only. This
is a rematch of the last game between the Crows, your Crows, and the Magpies. So this is Taylor Walker's 300th game, which is kind of a big deal. McElhenney and Pedler, I hear, might be back in. So there's a strong possibility they'll be playing. Now, for the old Magpies, Jeremy Howe is out, and McCreary and Hill are questionable. I think Hill wants to play, but I don't know if it's worth putting him in. He hasn't been in the last 10 games.
I agree.
How significant do you think it being Taylor Walker's 300th game, how do you think that will affect their energy and their mindset?
Well, geez, it's a final. It's 300 games for a legend of the club.
Yeah.
You think they'd be full of energy, right? Like,
you would
there's
hope.
no excuse not. Yeah, there's no excuse not to play well in this one. Let me tell you.
How painful do you think it's going to be that Rankin isn't going to be playing this game?
It'll be tough because when they're not playing their best, Adelaide, he seems to step up and fix it, basically, right?
Give a little bit of a spark, right?
Yeah. So him not playing, who steps up, right? It's like on the field, you're probably looking around to go, okay, who's going to step up, sort of thing, where he was always the one. So I don't know. It's going to be really interesting.
The last time they played a couple weeks ago, it ended up being a 3-point game. And Collingwood, was ahead for, I think, the first half of that game. And they lost. They had like a 20-something point lead, ended up losing by 3. So this game could be pretty tight. It's the same situation. They're playing at the same ground. Collingwood usually does pretty well away. And we're missing Rankin. So who loses and why?
Why are you doing this to me?
I can always get this guy to answer.
Yeah, maybe get him. He might give you a better answer.
Collingwood, get out.
Collingwood lose because I think that Thilthorpe is they just don't have an answer for him.
I agree.
Simple as it sounds.
I think this week is going to give a lot of people anxiety attacks. I think all these games could end up being pretty close. But right? But I think with Adelaide having home ground advantage, their dominance, and then the emotional element for Walker's 300th game, I think that the Crows are going to get it done, and the Pies are going to have to play another round to see if they can make it. Next game, the qualifying final, Geelong versus Brisbane. Oh my God, so crazy. So this game is going to be at the MCG on Friday the 5th at 7:50 p.m. Brisbane are top on the finals power rankings. I don't even know what that is. You'll have to explain that to me.
They're playing well at the right time.
But who decides this?
Who knows? The AFL's got their little fingers, like the secret herbs and spices in KFC. They've got their own one, which you'll never know.
Lachie Neale and Jared Berry, I think, are going to be in, which is huge for the Lions. But Hipwood will be out.
He's good for their structure. He hasn't set the world alight, Eric, but he's excellent for their structure.
Geelong apparently is quite healthy. I don't believe there's anybody of note that's going to... Okay, Andy, so does Brisbane's perceived momentum and form give them the edge over Geelong, despite Geelong playing in Victoria?
Possibly. They're a fantastic final side, Brisbane. Probably the best, the last 6 preliminary finals they've played in. So, geez, it's hard to go against them, isn't it? Geelong's the consummate professional team.
Yeah.
It's just, like you said earlier, it's given me anxiety this round, or the first round of the finals.
So who is the MCG actually an advantage for?
I don't know. Probably Brisbane, really.
I mean, they've won 3 of their just this season alone. They've won 3 of their last games that are 3 for 3, right?
And the grand final last year, so they're not scared. And the grand final before, they lost by under a kick, so it doesn't scare them. Whereas Geelong playing that little, narrow passageway there. If
Geelong lose this final, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be a big argument for the fact that they weren't allowed to play at the Cattery?
Yes, and there should be. Yes, if they've got a home ground that's accessible and 40,000 people, that's enough for me.
Yeah. So who loses and why?
Geelong. I don't know why. I mean,
it's a bit like that. Seriously, it's like flip a coin.
It is. Okay. Neither would surprise me if they won or lost.
Yeah.
So Geelong, because just Brisbane's got that finals pedigree. I can't go against them in finals. That's it.
I'm with you. I think Geelong lose. I mean, despite the home ground advantage, Brisbane love playing there. So I think Geelong, and they've had a really soft run into finals, which Brisbane has not. So I don't know. I think the Lions get it done and Geelong lose.
There you go.
My Giants versus your Hawks. My goodness. It's at NG Stadium. It's at 3:15 in the afternoon for you folks over there. So your Hawks are 0-8 at NG Stadium. They've never won there. And the Giants, they're 9-1 out of their last 10 games. And 4 of those games have been against top 8 sides. Just wanted to throw that out. So
thanks. That gives me so much hope now.
So here's the deal. You got your ins this week. We don't know for sure yet, but there's a possibility that the Giants could be getting back Daniels, Hogan, Kelly, Stringer, and Buckley, and Cogs, possibly, right? Weddle, he made it through a half of a VFL game, and there's a possibility he's going to play, which would be really helpful for their Hawks. So how significant do you think the 0-8 record is for the Hawks?
In finals, not so much, I think.
No?
No, I think finals is a different game. It's
yeah.
If they were 0-8 in finals, I'd go, okay, there's probably a bit of a monkey on their back, but finals is just such a different beast, that I think I don't think that should worry them. And I don't think it will, to be honest. All
right.
So I think they'll be fine.
Look, streaks come to an end all the time, right? So
they have to at some point, right?
You and I have talked about this, about upsetting a team balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, why wouldn't the Giants bring back their top players for a sudden death game?
Okay, so Jesse Hogan hasn't had a touch in about 8 weeks. Brett Daniels hasn't played in about 8 weeks. Hogan's the one I'm really worried. For the last probably 8 weeks, he's been, rested in and out, not kicking goals. He's one I wouldn't play, honestly, right? Because they're going along all right without him, right? So Canelio probably wouldn't play. Daniels I probably wouldn't play. So I'll go with Hearth Half of them I'd play, half of them I wouldn't. So, I don't know. I've just got this thing about bringing, named players back in. We've had this discussion.
We've talked about it.
I don't like it, and it's going to influence my tip.
The ones that I would question, I love Brent Daniels, but he hasn't played all season pretty much.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where Kelly's only been out for a few weeks, and I remember the last time he was out and he came back, he was quite good. Same thing with Cogs. He was playing really well, but it was a concussion protocol. So if he's good to go, I'd say we should definitely bring him back. Stringer, obviously, it's been the same thing. It's just Jesse with his foot is like, his foot's important. He has to kick with that thing,
You think?
There's going to be some really interesting matchups in this game too, right? You've got Gunston, Deere, and Chol versus Taylor, probably Buckley, and Iden, the unsung hero of the Giants defense. Then you got Fonte and Ash, who are going to be going up against probably Ginnivan and Watson. And then Battle and Barras versus Cadman and probably Hogan, or if not him, one of the young fellas, Max or somebody. But Will Day will be sadly absent. So
he will.
Who loses this game and why?
Why are you making me do this, Cindye? Why?
Believe me, I don't really want to have to say it either, but go for it.
I think GWS. I just think the ins, because I know what they're going to do. I think they're going to bring them all in. I'll be honest, because it's an elimination final, right? So, and I hate that. And that's the only reason I'm going for Hawthorn. Not that they're not capable, but I just feel that that's going to upset the team. Like 6 ins or 5 ins, that's massive.
Yep, it could upset the apple cart. But you know me, True Orange, I'm telling you the Hawks are going to lose.
Of course they are.
Putting all my chips in. They're all going in. I think the win-loss record does psychologically, play a factor in these games. And, it's going to be a battle of the midfield. And if Tom Green and Finn Callahan are firing, there'll probably be a problem. And you know who I think the most problematic player that's going to be for the Hawks is Darcy Jones. I don't know that they have a solution for what that kid does.
Jarman Impey would be a good matchup for him. Nice and quick and tough. It could be interesting. It's a great game. It's one of the more exciting ones.
It's going to be a ripper, as your people say. So the last game this week is the Fremantle Dockers, the Nugget team, against the Gold Coast Suns. Another elimination final. This one will be Saturday, September 6th at Optus at 7:30 p.m. So Gold Coast are making their first finals appearance.
Finally, after 14 years. No, I was hoping it wasn't coming.
I know.
There's a difference.
Didn't you have another nugget bet on this, or what happened with that? Are you double nuggeting this?
No, I'm not. No.
I think the Suns have all their players, and I think Frio Switkowski is a test, and he's really important for them. So, will the Suns' final debut excitement carry them through the nerves, or will the unfamiliarity get the best of them?
That word that you just said will get the best of them. Unfamiliarity. I said it there. I said it.
You did it. No problem.
They can't travel at the best of times. They struggle in Melbourne, let alone Perth and Adelaide and Brisbane. So
it seems most people have the Suns losing this game, right? But with the All-Australian Rao and Anderson plus Miller in the midfield, why can't they get it done against Frio's midfield and make this a front half game for the Suns?
Because my Sydney theory of 3 players, shut those 3 down, and you can't win, applies to Gold Coast. So
Freo just shut down those 3. Well, end of discussion.
That should be Justin Longmuir. That should be his sole concern. No one else.
3.
All right. 3 against 18. It's very hard to win.
Okay, so Freo, though, were very impressive against the Bulldogs, right? Was that their grand final? Can they do it again?
They can do it again. I think the week off helps them because that was a big win, So just having that week off, where they could travel back and just have a relaxing week and get into it again, I think that really helps them.
All right. So who loses and why?
Fremantle. No. No. Don't be silly. Don't be.
That's who you want to lose, right?
Yeah, I want them both to lose. How does that work?
Can they? What happens if they draw? They have to play on, right? Until they win. Someone wins.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I don't think you play again next week. That used to be the old thing.
That's insane, by the way.
Oh yeah, grand finals too, which is The Gold Coast lose. I can't see him going over the Fremantle and winning.
I agree with you. I think the Suns are going to lose. I think they made their history, but they're playing their first finals game. They're going over to Optus, so obviously having to go over there. Their record against Freo is terrible. I think they've lost the last 4 out of 5 games against them. The only one they won was at People First in the last 5 years.
The Fortress.
Playing in Perth at Optus, I think it's just going to be a little too much for the Suns, and I think making all you Freo fans happy. Suns lose, Freo win this one. So there you have it. I got a couple things around the media for you.
Yes.
So Mitch Cleary is reporting that Carlton is circling West Coast first-round pick Campbell Chesser. Your thoughts?
Look, he's a handy player, but geez, I don't know if they should be going after Campbell Chessers of the world. Look, it's a good pickup because they've told Elijah Hollins to move on.
Get out. Get out.
Oh, dear. That haunts me, that picture.
SEN is saying Curnow is so eager to leave that he would entertain a reduced deal. And if it meant getting to a club like Geelong, that he would take it. And Carolyn Wilson is actually saying the same thing, that he's happy to take a pay cut to leave Carlton.
Geelong, hello. Geelong, Are you there, Geelong? Got 2 choices. Max Holmes or the other, what's his name, the headband guy?
Bailey Smith.
That's it. We're taking that. That's it. There's no draft picks, no donkeys. That's it. One of those 2 or get out.
Moving on to our mailbag, we have a couple fun comments. Neil Joyce said Kid Rock is replacing Snoop Dogg, apparently.
I heard Eminem this morning.
Would you like it if Eminem was there?
Oh, yeah. Mum's spaghetti, absolutely, yeah.
Would you guys rather see Eminem than Snoop Dogg? Let us know. So GC36ER said trade rumors are flying again about Zach Merritt. Seems this happens every year, and he feels more and more disillusioned, at the Bombers. Does Andy know if he's going to Carlton? That's what the question is.
No, I don't, but I think he's leaving Essendon. I really do. I really think he's had enough now. Like, it's been going on for a couple of years. He's tried. Okay. He's given them everything, right? So, 29, 30 years of age.
Yeah.
He wants to play in the premiership. It might not happen to Essendon.
John Keating, this is a comment to me based on one of my Toby videos, said, bad choice. Green has always been a grub. Once again, what do you have against Tom Green? Like, if you leave the E off, John, you're only talking about one Green. So you have to see where the E is very important. But,
yeah, John, get your spelling right.
But grub or not, he's my grub, and I love him. At Westy 4973. This one's for both of us, actually. I love how every point you two made about any detail to happen in the Freo Dogs match was the exact opposite. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say we get everything right, do we? That's
Westy.
Right. Exactly right.
At Aussie TV Music said, when will Andy be eating those succulent chicken nuggets? And Fred, wait a minute, Fred95 said, really looking forward to Andy live streaming for all to see his 100 nugget feast, LOL. And the Quarters Footy, who by the way is a huge Freo fan, said 100 nuggets. Yes, please. When are we seeing it, Andy? What's happening?
2 weeks on a Sunday, I'll be live streaming the nugget extravaganza.
I don't know what I'm more excited about, these finals games or the nugget.
The nuggets, trust me. It could be an interesting video.
And then lastly, this is in regards to you're making me choose between the Giants and the Eagles. Darcy Jones, GWS, which is not the kid with the lid, but a fan of the kid with the lid.
Okay.
We have a second favorite team membership for this exact situation. Yes, Darcy Jones, GWS. I'm very much aware of that. And then Peter J. Diamond said, let's get a membership pack out here. Hey now, send it over. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to commit. Worst case scenario, if Andy's not available, Andy is available. I just have to work on the get out. There you have it. Well, Andy, thank you so much for taking time out of your vacation.
No problem.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. And God, do something nice this week leading up to finals and like relaxing, maybe extra meditation or like some long walks, like keep your heart rate low because I have a feeling there's going to be some like, eat some nuggets. Anyway.
Gives me some inspiration.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.